Musk blasts Soros's dark money groups, threatening Twitter advertisers. George Soros' evil self has his hand in all this terrible stuff that the leftist is pushing. You can find George Soros' name pop up in it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my merch store where I have Let's Go Brandon t-shirts. I will not comply t-shirts, so check those out. There's also a link to my mental health coaching and consultation page. Whereas if you're suffering from any type of mental health issues, you can go there and book a session. Um, so check that out. All right. So let's talk about this news. Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter has the world elites in panic mode, with the Biden administration launching the disinformation governance boards days after his announcement. And I've done tons of videos on that governance board. Followed by the United States, the EU, and 32 non-EU countries announcing a declaration for the future of the internet that includes language that requires web services to remove illegal content and prevent harm to users, which is code for mean tweets, among other things. Another globalist, Bill Gates, is talking greasy after Musk compared the world's former richest man to a pregnant man emoji. It was pretty funny. Hopefully, y'all seen that meme going around. Um, Musk's purchase also prompted a constellation of 26 Soros linked NGOs to sign a letter expressing concern about the plan, writing that, quote, Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter will further toxify our information ecosystem and be a direct threat to public safety, especially among those already vulnerable and marginalized. I mean, these people are going out of their way to make sure that you can't have conversations that you want to have, to stop you from using your First Amendment right of freedom of speech. They're doing everything they can because they know once that floodgates open, it's gonna neutralize all of that propaganda that they're pushing, because we can hit you with facts and real information for you to make your own decisions. And they don't want that. They don't want you to be able to make your own decisions pertaining to things. They don't want you to be able to look at alternative information. But most of the time, it end up being true. All the things that they said were fake news that we were putting out, that I've been putting out over the years, it all turned out to be true. And you see them backtracking and things now. And that's why the people like mainstream media are not as influential as they used to be, and they're upset about that. And that's what this is about, is to take back the information war. But the authors that under Musk's management, quote, Twitter risks becoming a cesspool of misinformation with your brand attached, polluting our information ecosystem in a time where trust in institutions and news media is already at an all-time low. Well, it's at an all-time low because of the information that they're putting out is fake news and propaganda, and people are awake to that. So that's what the issue is. Adding, quote, your ad dollars can either fund Musk's vanity project or hold him to account. We call on you to demand Musk uphold these basic standards of community trust and safety, and to pull your advertising spending from Twitter if they are not. I mean, these people are ridiculous. Those advertising on Twitter will risk their companies associating, quote, with a platform amplifying hate, extremism, health misinformation, and conspiracy theorists, according to the letter. None of this stuff, first of all, is against the law. You can hate on someone as much as you want. There's nothing illegal about that. Extremism, that's a key term. There's nothing illegal about that, long as you're not breaking any laws. There's no law against being extreme. Health misinformation, there's no law there. You have a right to talk about any information that you deem fit. Conspiracy theories, like where these aren't breaking any laws. These are just things that you don't like because it challenges your narratives. That's what that's all about. Musk responded to the campaign against him by asking, quote, Who funds these organizations that want to control your access to information? Let's investigate. Adding, sunlight is the best disinfectant. Elon is a beast. He is a Twitter beast. I love what he's doing. The Daily Mail has dug into the signatories to do just that, giving a brief summary of several key players. So I'm gonna go over some of these people that's definitely noteworthy. You got Accountable Tech, Nicole Gill. She's the co-founder and executive director. Accountable Tech is a Washington, D.C. based group led by Nicole Gill, a political campaigner and founder of the 2017 Tax March, and Jesse LaRich, a former foreign policy spokesman for Hillary Clinton's campaign and the nephew of David Axelrod, former senior advisor to Barack Obama. These are all political people. These are all political people. That's why they're against freedom of Twitter. They say social media giants are eroding our consensus reality and pushing democracy to the brink. First of all, we're not a democracy, we're a republic. They state on their website, Accountable Tech is fighting back. Founded in May 2020, the group is a 501c4, which means it does not have to disclose its donor list, and it does not say on the website who funds it. See, that's why you can't trust these people, because you got dark money. Then you got Media Matters for America. We all know about that. That's David Axelrod. He's the founder and the chairman. Media Matters for America was begun in May 2004 by David Brock, a former conservative journalist who turned liberal and in 2017 was described by Politico as the Democrats' attack dog. The Clinton enforcer who raised tens of millions of dollars and created a far-reaching web outside groups to push her presidential candidacy is now training his sights on Trump, they wrote at that time. Brock is rallying Democratic mega donors behind his cause, and while he can be controversial at times, few bet against his efforts. His tentacles are far-reaching, including his media monitoring nonprofit Media Matters and the opposition research super PAC, American Bridge. Media Matters for America says it is, quote, dedicated to comprehensive monitoring, analyzing, and correcting conservative misinformation in the U.S. media. I mean, Media Matters is one of the worst. According to Influence Watch, the group was founded with a $2 million in donations from prominent liberal donors such as Susie Tompkins Buell, I don't know who that is, the 78-year-old co-founder of clothing brand Xspirit, never heard of him, and North Face. Okay, I know what North Face is. Leo Hendricks, he's 74, is a private equity investor specializing in media, and James Hormel, who died in August at age 88. Hormel was the heir to the meatpacking fortune and first openly gay man to represent the United States as an ambassador to Luxembourg. Media Matters is founded by a coalition of donors, including National Education Association, American largest union representing teachers and other school staff, and several Jewish groups such as Combined Jewish Philanthropies and Greater Boston and Community Foundation of the United Jewish Federation of San Diego. Ultraviolet is the newest of the trio, founded in 2012. Ultraviolet is a powerful and rapidly growing community of people mobilized to fight sexism and create a more inclusive world that accurately represents all women from politics to government. So I wonder what they have to say about the whole transsexual and sports thing. I wonder what they would, since they're Ultraviolet, they're all about women. I wonder what they got to say about that. They're probably silent on it because they're afraid that the rest of the leftists will attack them on that. But let's go on to Fair Vote UK. The founder is Kyle Taylor. Not all of the 26 groups that signed the letter are U.S. based. Fair Vote UK, a British group that works to, quote, tackle the issue of data misuse, voter manipulation, and lack of transparency in elections, is among the signatories. A small group, they declare all donations over £500, that's $624, and only confirm 5 such donations on their site. Then you got the Center for Countering Digital Hate. It's founded by Imran Ahmad. He's the founder and CDO. Another British-based signatory was the Center for Countering Digital Hate, led by former advisor to senior figures in the Labour Party, Amrad Ahmed. The group has expanded to have an office in Washington, D.C., but their works is largely British. The center is best known for working with Rachel Riley to remove controversial far-right commentator Katie Hopkins from Twitter and conspiracy theorist David Icke. I love David Icke old stuff from Facebook and YouTube, according to Influence Watch. The hornet's nest has officially been kicked. So let's see what pops out. I can't wait to see what pops out. This is crazy. The game is on. You have the leftists coming after free speech. They're no longer hiding it. Well, I think they stopped hiding it a while ago. But now they're really not hiding it. They're showing how much they have a disdain for freedom of speech. They have a disdain for our Constitution. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out themarkrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.